And I never said that it was gross of him to date Nikki when she was so much younger than him, even though I do believe that it was gross. But I didn't have to say anything to our friends to make them cut him off. They made that choice for themselves. Yet, he has always believed that I was the one who forced them to pick, and I manipulated them into picking me, and he still holds a grudge against me for that. However, even more than that, he didn't like the fact that I got the divorce finalized on my terms. So, all these reasons combined, I guess he just wanted to rub it in my face that he was getting engaged to the woman that he had cheated on me with just so that I would feel bad. And, well, he had succeeded because I felt terrible, especially because of what he had said about how he had won at life and the fact that he even wished me a happy anniversary, showing off that he remembered that it was our anniversary, and he was doing this on purpose. That was simply diabolical. I was actually about to delete the email because it was so upsetting, but before I did that, something in the photos caught my eye. In the background of some of the photos, I could see a very familiar person, and when I zoomed in, I realized that it happened to be one of my very distant relatives. This person, let's call him Jonathan, isn't exactly related to me by blood, but there's still some relation there, so I could use that to my advantage. To be more precise, he is married to my mother's third cousin, and we have occasionally seen and met each other at some family get-togethers. But since they're not very closely related, my mother isn't exactly friends with them, and neither are we. I've only seen him a couple of times, but I recognized him in the background of those pictures, and I instantly sent those pictures to my mother and asked her to confirm if it was actually him. I explained the entire situation to her, and she decided to call her cousin and ask her what was going on. After the phone call, my mother and I were able to find out that Jonathan was attending that engagement party because he was about to invest in the business that Sam was starting. Sam had used his father's connections to get Jonathan on board since, apparently, my ex-father-in-law had been quite close to Jonathan's brother. Yeah, it's pretty complicated, but anyway, that's how they each knew each other, and they had been in talks for a couple of months, and Sam had invited Jonathan to the party so that they could get to know each other better before he invested in his business. I requested my mother to pass on her cousin's contact information to me because I had a lot to talk to her about.